You're listening to World of WWE, a WWE podcast. Carlos has agreed with us. Roman Reigns, in his mind, will walk out Universal Champion at WrestleMania Backlash. Yes, I agree. I think that this is going to be a monster of a match. These men are going to tear the house down. Let's go over quickly our predictions again so that everybody listening can have their, they can know who we win. They can play along. So remember, the winner of this has the most points. Each match is worth 10 points. So for the Damian Priest versus The Miz, we all voted Damian Priest to win. For the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, Dan and I picked the Dirty Dogs to retain. Carlos, however, went with Rey and Dominic Mysterio. For the SmackDown Women's Championship, Carlos, Dan, and I again all agreed on Bianca Belair retaining the title. For the triple threat match between Bobby Lashley, Braun Strowman, and Drew McIntyre, again, it is a three-way. We agree that Bobby Lashley is going to win. We're going to retain. For the Raw Women's Championship, Dan and I agree that Rhea Ripley is going to retain. However, Carlos thinks Charlotte Flair is going to win. Now, let me go back a second. There is a special rule we made. Carlos believes that Sasha Banks will return after the Bianca Belair match. If she does return, Carlos gets an extra 10 points for that match. So again, for the triple threat Raw Women's title, Dan and I believe Rhea Ripley is going to win, and Carlos believes Charlotte Flair will win. And last but not least, for our main event, all three of us again believe that Roman Reigns will win. So
It seems that if you and me, Anthony, get the same answers since we did, if we get them correct, that means we have a tie.
Yeah, so we'll both be kings of this competition.
Interesting.
We'll see what happens.
We definitely will.
Yeah. So the only matches that were different to us were two, and that was the Rey and Dominic versus the Dirty Dogs and the Raw Women's Championship Triple Threat match. So definitely check out WrestleMania Backlash tonight. I definitely want to drop some information. Our World of WWE podcast is streaming anywhere you can listen to podcasts. It is a great show. We appreciate all the support and love. Please feel free to rate us 5 stars. Join in the conversation. We love talking to you guys. We are also available on YouTube. Just type in World of WWE Podcast. Subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you are notified whenever new content is dropped. We have 306 subscribers on YouTube. That is awesome. I want to keep rising it up, so make sure you subscribe. Also, be sure to leave a comment in the comment sections under our videos so that you let us know what you think. Who are your picks for WrestleMania Backlash tonight? Follow us on Instagram, world.of WWE. And I'm going to link every other social media page in the description, so check that out. Finally, join our Patreon. Become a VIP insider for all things World of WWE. That will be in the link as well. For just a couple of dollars, get extra access to World of WWE. And yeah, that is it. Carlos, do you have any last words? Not Carlos. Oh my gosh. Again, it feels so weird because I'm used to asking both of you in person your thoughts, and I keep forgetting that Carlos is not here with us in the studio right now. So,
well, for my final thoughts, I'm excited for a few of the matches. Some I'm more excited than others, but what are you gonna do? That's most of the match cards for every pay-per-view. I enjoy the show, guys. That's all I really can say.
Yeah. Same here. Thank you, Carlos, for joining us live in New York. Thank you for listening. WrestleMania Backlash is sure to be a hell of a show. You can check it out live starting 7 p.m. Eastern.
I think we should start calling this Backlash, not WrestleMania Backlash, because it's stupid.
It's so stupid. I know. I wish that was just. Well, the weird thing too is by promoting it, they're like, check out every Backlash pay-per-view ever. Then why didn't you just call it Backlash?
Yeah, what's the point of this? Like, what's the point of adding WrestleMania to it? I mean, are you just trying to still advertise for fucking WrestleMania after?
I guess so, because they need to keep it all up. By the way, before we go, I did hear some spoilers that starting in June, they are potentially going to be having live crowds back. I don't know if how true that is, but
Well, as there are also rumors that SummerSlam is going to have a live crowd.
yes. And I'm gonna drop a bomb, but I'm gonna wait for our next video and our WrestleMania Backlash. Well, whether you want to call it WrestleMania Backlash or Backlash, in our official recap video, I have a surprise announcement that there is supposedly a returning former superstar coming back to WWE. And the only way to find out who that superstar is by tuning into our WrestleMania Backlash official recap video.
Well, thank you for making me more interested in wanting to do this recording now.
Yeah, you'll have to see who it is. So, yes, tune in for that. And again, enjoy WrestleMania Backlash tonight. It's going to be a great show. Carlos, thank you for joining us. Dan, of course, thank you for doing this with me. Everyone,
love doing this.
Me too. Everyone have a good Sunday. Be safe and enjoy WrestleMania Backlash. Bye.
Enjoy. Bye.
Hey, it's Anthony from World of WWE, a WWE podcast. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. 1, it's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Yes, ding, ding, ding. Make sure that before we move on, that you subscribe, you follow us on YouTube. Again, like I said, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, stay notified when new content is created. Listen to us wherever podcasts are available. That includes Spotify, Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. I'm forgetting where I am. Yeah, so thank you for that little reminder there. Now, we are going to move on and discuss our next match. So we find out that Charlotte Flair is taking on Asuka. And it was a good match. A lot of stuff was happening. Asuka tried to apply the Asuka luck on Charlotte. Charlotte ended up being able to reverse it and was holding onto her arms to get the point. Dan, what do you think of Charlotte Flair beating Asuka tonight?
I mean, the match just didn't do anything for me. Like, they've had good matches in the past. Again, the match didn't do anything for me. It's not something we've never seen before.
Yeah, we've seen this match more than I can count. How about you, Carlos?
Yeah, same here. We've seen this match way too many times. I think it was just a way to try to make a Charlotte look strong for her Hell in a Cell match against Rhea Ripley.
Can I say something? I'm not saying I want jobbers, but I feel like Asuka now has no credibility.
Yeah.
He used to have so much when she came out of NXT with the whole winning streak, and then it all flopped because she lost to Charlotte.
Yep, she was undefeated, and it's just like they just buried her.
That's basically what happens whenever somebody goes to the main roster. The people get buried.
Yeah.
And it's like they don't like. Is Asuka okay with that? Like, I don't know. Like, honestly, like I feel like they should have to.
Is anybody really okay with being buried?
Especially Asuka.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I don't know. Like, you used to be able to think of Asuka as a threat. This doesn't. I don't know. She just lost it after that whole loss against Charlotte and Mania.
And my thought also is, again, why couldn't Charlotte beat somebody like Mandy Rose or Dana Brooke or, somebody who, if they lose, it's not going to be like, oh, they lost again. Like, Asuka, like, again, she was fucking the Empress of Tomorrow. Undefeated.
She was the champion for nearly a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's all there was for that match. We then go backstage and we find out from Adam Pearce that if Bobby Lashley or MVP interfere in the match between Kofi Kingston and Drew McIntyre next week, they both will be suspended for 90 days without pay. So someone's going to get involved on Bobby Lashley's behalf. Mark, make that bet $10,000. Next, Cedric Alexander comes down and he talks shit about Shelton Benjamin. We then have Cedric Alexander defeating Shelton Benjamin after a neutralizer. Carlos, I'll start with you. What was your thoughts?
Let me just tell you this. I'm loving Cedric Alexander and what he's doing right now. It's freaking the GOAT. I love him. That's the first thing. Second thing, now since it's like they really messed up doing the Hurt Business like that. Like, I can't believe they broke him up. Like, if like I feel like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Man.
How about you, Dan?
A lot of credibility has been lost, clearly. Does nothing for me.
Yeah, same here. I wish that there was it's weird because I feel like Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander have had a rivalry and then it stopped and then now it's back up again. Like, it's kind of weird. I don't know. It was all right. I'm happy that Cedric Alexander is getting some wins. I do like Shelton Benjamin. I do like them as a Hurt Business tag team. I thought they were a great tag team. Don't know why
they had to break that up.
Yep, but yeah. Next, we saw Riddle defeat Xavier Woods after hitting his tag team partner Randy Orton's RKO for the victory. Dan, what were your thoughts on the Bro defeating Xavier Woods with an RKO?
It was interesting. I mean, something different at least. Finally, we had to see something different on Monday Night Raw. Kind of different. Because, you don't see somebody hitting someone else's move like that very often. Mm-hmm. Especially Randy Orton's move, which Randy Orton has made famous. So it was a decent match. Nothing too special besides the RKO spot. It was good. That's really all I say about it.
Carlos, how about you?
Yeah, Dan, that's definitely the part that stuck out to me. I like the whole show, like that RKO spot. Sadly, and I on Twitter apparently Randy was like, "Stop using my shit." He thought he tagged Riddle in that, so I guess he saw it too. But I don't know why he wasn't even on Raw. So like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's weird. He is being a lot of people are saying he is the greatest professional wrestler of all time. Well, not of all time, but right now, Randy.
Yeah.
Have they ever seen his earlier work? Like, his earlier shit was a lot better than this.
I 110,000% agree with you, Dan. Yes, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing that's so spectacular now. Maybe because of his age and the fact that he doesn't get injured often and he's consistently able to go. I don't know. I do think he's great, but I wouldn't call him, my opinion, the greatest wrestler right now. But he's good. I did like the match.
He's gonna be a Hall of Famer someday. We all know this, but right now he's just
and you're in my top 3.
Oh yeah, he's good. I can't wait for someone to try to kill the legend of Randy Orton. That will be interesting.
The legend of Randy Orton gets killed by the new legend killer.
That's right. But yeah, I do like Riddle, one of my favorites. It was interesting to see him use the RKO. I like this odd pairing between Orton and Riddle. I'm excited to see what's next for them. Our next match saw Jackson Ryker defeat Raw Tag Team Champion AJ Styles after Elias hit AJ from behind and Riker ended up getting the pinfall. After the match, Omos grabbed Elias and threw him into the LED board. You had your Raw Tag Team Champion lose, Jackson Riker. I'm going to ask Dan again.
So wait, Raw's about to start, so you guys continue there.
All right. Well, that's fine. Okay. So, Dan, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it makes no sense in the long run. Because, like, why have your champion lose to someone who I consider a jobber? Just saying. I consider the fucker a jobber. But that's me. I mean, I guess it was a way to, like, just, like, put over Omos, maybe. I don't exactly know what the whole point of it was. So it was just meh again. Just it seems like every match is just meh.
Pointless, yeah. And I agree with you again, like you said, what was the point of having kind of a jobber beat AJ Styles? But
someone who is a former and multi-time world champion.
Correct. We can't forget AJ's accomplishment.
I mean, he won the WWE Championship in less than a year of his first year on the main roster.
Wow. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was quick that he won that title. Yeah, it is. It's a shame AJ Styles is going downhill again. I don't know why.
Like, he could be a top contender for the world title, but no.
Yeah, I don't get why they stuck him with Omos. Like, it is interesting for his character, but yeah. Next, we have the U.S. Championship on the line. The champion Sheamus defeating Humberto Carrillo. After the way Sheamus won was by grabbing on the tights for the win. After the match, Ricochet ran down and helped Humberto disperse of Sheamus. What do you think of this, Dan?
I mean, I get it. Sheamus is supposed to be the heel. He's supposed to do tactics. But why did you have Ricochet help him? Like okay, having got the title, that's cool. But, like, it just, I don't know. It just didn't make much sense in my head.
Well, it also, in my opinion, like, it makes Ricochet and Humberto both look weak because, like, why do you need two people to take down Sheamus? Like, Sheamus is a big dude. Like, I wouldn't fuck with him, but, like, he's not the same size as, like, a Drew McIntyre or Braun Strowman, you know? Like,
no, he's nowhere near that type of person. It's not like Sheamus has lost a lot of credit in his years of being in the WWE. He has, but, like, at the same time, he is a big dude that you wouldn't want to mess with.
Like, I wouldn't mess with him. But again, like you said, like, his credibility is lost. And sometimes, like, you just, even if you just need to have some kind of form of weakness on somebody, that's better than, not. But anyways, I mean, we'll see what happens. It looks as if, again, it looks like there'll be a three-way, Ricochet versus Humberto and Sheamus.
Why does WWE keep doing triple threat matches? Why?
The pay-per-view now is going to be called Triple Threat. Remember when they did Fatal 4-Way?
Oh, oh my god! And that's maybe the only pay-per-view that's actually had, like, more than one fit. I think it was, like, WrestleMania, like, 17. I don't remember which one, but it was, like, one pay-per-view, WrestleMania pay-per-view. It had more than 4, like, Fatal 4-Ways or whatever.
I don't know.
That's a fun fact for you. I gotta figure out what it was, but it was one of them.
You know which one I think it might be? I think it might have been the WrestleMania that Charlotte defeated Asuka.
No. That's not the one I was. It was, like, early. It was, like, maybe, like, in this, like, it was 16 maybe or 18, somewhere around. No, it wasn't 18, but it was around there.
I remember.
No, it had to be 16. I'm pretty sure it was 16 because, like, the main event was that the European Championship, the Intercontinental.
Well, no, remember the Intercontinental? It was a triple threat match.
Well, all right, fine. Then it was more than one person with.
What you're saying?
It was a multi-man match thing.
Exactly. They used more than one man in a lot of the matches. They did. They used a lot of tag matches too on that WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Surprisingly, we're at our main event, which is for the Women's Tag Team Championships. The champions Natalya and Tamina. Of course, they defeated the team of Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax with Reginald with them. After there was some distraction, Reginald went to the stage after getting yelled at. An explosion hit that distracted Shayna, allowing Natty to get the roll-up and the victory. After the match, Shayna Baszler pushed Reginald and challenged him to a match next week on Raw. What are your thoughts on the ending of Raw this week?
Shitty way to end it, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Again, really no point to this, in my opinion. Not a lot going on. And
We're not trying to sound like assholes, but we've been watching so many years that basically we've seen good shit and we know what's bad shit, and this is bad shit.
yeah, this is really bad shit. But hopefully over time, like our friend Carlos, he is our faithful companion. He wants us to believe it's going to get better, and I will try to believe it gets better. But let's talk about the matches planned for next week. Shayna Baszler, of course, taking on Reginald. Drew McIntyre taking on Kofi Kingston. If Bobby Lashley or MVP get involved, they will be suspended for 90 days. The winner of this match will take on Bobby Lashley at Hell in a Cell. We know we will see Randy Orton taking on Xavier Woods. And the Raw Tag Team Championships are on the line as champions AJ Styles and Omos take on Elias and Jackson Ryker. A lot of matches that are being served to us this week. Any prediction before we go with Raw? What do you think is going to happen?
My prediction is somehow, some way, Bobby Lashley or MVP or one of them or someone they hired, somehow with that, they're gonna have them interfere with the Kofi Kingston and Drew McIntyre match.
Yep, I agree with you. There will be some kind of interference.
Shenanigans. There will be some shenanigans.
A lot of shenanigans. So, yes, thank you, Danny and Carlos, for joining me today. There wasn't really a lot to go on to cover. Raw was okay, nothing great. But yeah, we appreciate you guys listening to us. I will put in the description where you could hear us so that you can get, you could hear us more other than just on YouTube and Spotify. We have an Instagram account, world.of WWE on Instagram. And again, I will put all those in the descriptions. Dan, do you have any last words for our listeners?
Keep positive thoughts. Let's hope Raw gets better. Have a good night or day wherever you are.
That's right, Dan. I love that. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe. Enjoy the night or day, and we will see you next week with our next Monday Night Raw recap for May 31st, 2021. Be safe. See you soon. Bye.